We had at the church at that time numerous young married couples. And between us, we had numerous children. One family from over in Jackson had, 6, 8, 10? The Godwins.
Oh,
yeah. And we had 3, the Nelsons had 3, and you just kept going and going and going. And so it was really a pretty good size group of young married couples along with youngsters growing up in the church. As good Episcopalians, we loved to eat. We loved to get together. We even were known to have a little glass of wine or something occasionally. And monthly, upon occasion we did that. And monthly we got together at someone's home, and Father Arthur England was the priest that was here at the time, would come, and we would discuss the history of the church, things that were going on within the church, nationwide, Missouri-wide, etc. And then also we were being prepared to be good Episcopalians. And so we did have some religious study along with our fun time. And then after we got finished with that, and the priest would leave, why then we would all just sit around and enjoy each other's company. And we really got to know one another. And through the years, when I look back on things, it's true that this is a church family. My very best friend and her husband are the godparents of my granddaughter. We watched their daughter grow up here. We got to watch Pat become a priest. That was really exciting. I mean, that was really big for here. And we did things together as a Christian group, a fun group. We went camping one time. There were 3 couples of us that went. There were a whole bunch that were going to go, but then they started falling by the wayside and decided they weren't going to go. And it was one of those things, it was kind of a Murphy's Law thing. When we got there, the first campsite we picked out, some nice gentleman drove by and said, "Folks, y'all may not want to set camp here. This is where they bring the horses." Then we looked around and we understood what he was talking about. So we moved on and we found another place to camp on this beautiful babbling brook. Well, we get everything all set up, and here comes the park ranger, and he said, "Folks, we have a big storm coming in. Y'all are kind of in a bad spot here. So maybe, you want to leave one person here and take the children and go up to the lodge and where you'll be nice and safe because this creek can overflow." Well, the one gentleman that decided he would stay back with the campground, we really couldn't understand it until we got back after it was all over with and saw what a happy camper he truly was. We get up to the lodge, and we have all these little children with us. I think there was like 8 of them. And they're showing this nice nature movie, the birthing of animals in the wild. So then we get back down to our camp finally, and the next morning we get up, and we had forgotten to put the chocolate cake away, and when we took the lid off of Peggy's famous chocolate cake, it slid off the container onto the filthy, dirty picnic table and partially off onto the ground. So we shoved what we could back, and we all stood around the table with spoons and ate chocolate cake. But it went from just one little disaster after the other. It was one of the funniest times I think we ever had in our lives. We couldn't stop laughing at all of these crazy things that were going on, and swore that we would never go camping again. We had money problems. This is nothing new to this parish. One of the things that we would do to make money was have a steak supper. One of our wonderful parishioners provided the steaks, and then we sold tickets throughout the community, and we had 3 different kinds of steaks and blah, 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 and all this sort of good stuff. And these grills were set up all over the lawn out here, and it was usually a very productive, really,
Good time was had by all.
and a good time was definitely had by all, and good food. One of the other things that we did to earn money was have a fireworks stand.
Architecturally designed
designed fireworks stand. We had the only one in the county that was laid claim to that. And Ann and I wound up getting to price all this stuff. There was our house, the living room and dining area were L-shaped and was fairly large. And we had this good-sized dining room table in the middle of everything, and Maury wasn't on the scene as yet, and Steve was quite little, and so we decided the best thing to do, we'll save babysitter money, etc., and we'll just do this at my house. We had enough gunpowder in the carpet to have blown up the south end of Cape Girardeau. That was without a doubt the worst mess we ever got into.
But we made good money on that, didn't we?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We made real good money for about 3 years.
Until the
Until-
tornado took the structure.
And then everybody in town started, they started in all the big fireworks stands, etc. So we quit doing that. But it was a lot of fun. It was truly, I guess now, what you would call it bonding, because we did bond. We were a group that went through hard times with one another. We went through fun times. We birthed babies. We buried parents. It was truly what you consider a country parish church.
Don't forget the rummage sales we used to
Oh,
have.
oh, yeah.
gosh,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, we did a rummage sale. One rummage sale that we did was down here where the Civic Center.
That was a party or
It was
shit that a parishioner owned.
Right. And the building was empty, and so he said that we could do that. And we had, oh my gosh, we had tons of junk. I mean, tons of junk.
We did one here, too.
Yeah. we
The
had
first
here
one was
too.
down there, though. And that was the night that we came and we sorted it all out, and we were all pricing, and we're just having the best time. And we realized that we have all bought each other's good junk, and there was hardly enough. It was just crap that was left to sell the next day. I don't think we did real good on that one.
Oh, okay.
But then we did have another one or two that were here.
Here, yeah.
And I think that worked better.
There's stories that people want to tell, and there's stories that they don't tell. And during that period, I know there's one that you don't want to tell, but I met the daughter of Father English, who came back to town, England, who came back to town and confided in me that she could never show her face in this church again because she was so mortified about her father's behavior.
That's too bad because
He
we
had-
would.
I know, you'd be
Back.
wonderful, but she was so mortified.
Yes.
and,
Well, one of them has come here several times.
once,
Yes.
twice, yeah.
Yes.
That's
He had a
because
huge
He
family.
had a problem. Father England was a loving, kind, dear man. They had 5 children, and his wife was an RN at southeast.
Nursing home was one.
And he
That's
Had a
fine.
drink-
That's, we got happy.
drinking
Well,
problem.
yeah.
That was it.